Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a quick review of a set that Local King Rubber Stamps sent to me for my review. They did send them free of charge, and all opinions are my own. But what's funny about this time is that I had asked for this specific set, and so Lisa has a couple that are kind of similar. Well, they have like lizards, and this other one, I think it's called like I See You or something about seeing, or I don't remember. But it's more a chameleon, I guess. And then it has some other little I think a frog and some other ones, and I might already have that, or anyway, in my mind I got confused because I went ahead and asked for this one, so she was kind enough to send this, like I said, free of charge with the die, the coordinating die. These are sold separately though, so I'll have the links for both items. But I already had one, so I was like, this looks awfully familiar after I saw it, and then I thought, wait, no, that can't be right. So yeah, no, I already had one, so what I'm going to do is give this one away. So thank you so much, Lisa, and then I'm going to give this one away. So my giveaways are always super basic, super easy, unless, you know, a company gives me something to give away and they ask for something particular. It's basically be a subscriber to my channel, like the video, or thumbs up the video, of course, and leave a comment saying enter me. You can say something else along with the comment, but enter me should be in there to be considered for the giveaway. And I'm just trying to think what day is today. Oh, I know what day is today. It's the 31st. So I will close this on the 3rd, and I'll draw a name using random.org on the 4th, just to make it quick and easy, and that might even be too much time. So, and please, please, please keep an eye out for the reveal or the results video, because I've had other giveaways not that long ago that people did not claim their prizes, and I would prefer to just give the things away, because otherwise they're here, you know. So thank you guys. So definitely keep an eye out, but I'll have the rules written at the very end of the video also. So what I'm going to do right now is just do a quick tutorial with it. So it's the Southwest Lizard set, and it's cute because it also comes with a little sentiment. It says you are special, and then it has 3 different lizards, but the die is the only one die, and it is specifically for this guy right here with the long slinky tail. So we're going to use him today so we can use the die. And I also had asked for this Timberline background stamp. If you guys have not watched Lisa's videos recently, or are not familiar with her channel, go check it out. I'll have a link in the description box for that too. She showed how they actually make the rubber stamps, and I was like, wait, what? Because I thought, to be honest, I mean, it says on here, I think it says made in Canada. They make them. She makes them. Her and her husband, or I don't know if, you know, they have other employees at the time, but right now I just saw her and her husband making these. And I had no idea. So really, really cool process, the way they use the metal plates to make like a matrix thing that they have to, I don't even understand it, but it's really cool. So you got to check it out to show you how this is made. So really, really amazing. So what I'm going to do is grab some paper. I think I'm going to leave this just in the background. So it's like a piece of wood. It looks like the rings, you know, like cut and then like really old. So I think I'll just stamp this in like a brown, and I'm going to use glossy paper for this, and then my markers. So let me get all those things. I rearranged everything up here. My markers used to be right in front of me, and now they are not. So I need to find them. They're not far from here. I just don't exactly remember where I put things right now. And some paper and some glossy paper, and we'll get started. Oh, here are the kids bouncing around up there. Let me get the stuff to the side here. I have a lot more room now, but I still need to rearrange things a little bit. Okay. Let me back up just a little bit. Nice and slow. All right. Let's go ahead and do the background stamp really quickly. And I want to use a very light kind of brown, so let me see what I can find. And I'm just going to leave this on here. Oh, this is my VersaFine. I was looking for the VersaFine earlier, and I was like, I know I have it here. I put it somewhere. No, not that stuff. Let's see. Sandstorm. This might be too light. Let me think about this one. Where can I put this? Oh, no, that's good. So I'm going to use Sandstorm. It's just a quick dry ink from Spectrum Noir there. Okay, and I'm just going to take this piece of paper. This is, I don't think this is stamping paper. This feels like regular cardstock, so that's fine. It should, I mean, it's not a problem. I already have it cut down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to place it on here and just use my hands to smooth it. Only because I don't really mind if it looks rough, or however it ends up looking is fine by me. And I did not prep this rubber stamp in any way because I'm just using ink, but for the next one I will show you that I'm going to prep it a little bit. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so again, I did this 4 by 5 1/4. I can see I'm missing a little at the top and the bottom. I am going to ink it up on the edges, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna add a little more ink here and down here. Just add a little more here. I'm gonna ink it, but I do want it to look like something, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a little something down there anyway. How much of this do I need? Like here. Okay. And then like I said, I'm gonna ink it up. So just to add that a little bit extra so it's not just stark white, it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. Again, with rubber stamps, I personally don't like to put water on them, but if you want to squirt a little water on here and then just wipe it, that'd be good. But I don't know. I just have some kind of phobia of that for some reason. Alright, and then we're going to ink this little guy up. And I'm going to use the one with the swirly little tail here. And I think on her site she has maybe an example or two of how this, you might want to use this guy. I just want to make sure we're not getting any air bubbles behind that. I'm going to use some of this glossy paper. It is no longer available on Local King's site, but you can find glossy paper other places. I have picked up some on Marco Paper's website. Lisa can answer questions all about that if you need more information about that. I'm going to put this over here, and then I'm going to take just an eraser. This is a funky eraser just because of the way it looks. But just an eraser, okay? And just erase this just so that your ink sticks to it. And I was kind of not sure what I want to do with this guy. I think I'm going to make him funky colors just to make it fun. I don't know. You can, of course, make it all green, some kind of dark brown, black, you know. I probably won't make him too wild, but I do want to add some color. Just see what happens. So I'm just going to go around. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to prep all your stamps this way. And you can try out your stamp if you're willing to not just go over it with an eraser. That's literally all you have to do. Just to get some of that little tackiness off the top. And I'm going to make sure to brush out those little pieces that stayed in there. Okay. Oh, actually, duh. This has a little... let's see. Okay. Oh. These guys. Alright. I didn't even check yet, but these are just some markers I had picked up early on whenever I was beginning to do more and more reviews for Local King. I had got these myself, and sometimes she has them on special and things like that. I haven't checked recently. The other reason, I want to make this video today is it's the last day for your 20% off the entire site. So make sure to use that. Again, the links and that information will be in the description box. I'll start off with this light green, maybe some of the dark green, maybe some purple, because purple is pretty. We need black, and maybe not the darkest brown, but the lighter dark brown, and maybe this one too. I think that's good. And what I'll start off is doing the whole guy pretty much light green, just so I can kind of see too where I'm going. But the light green's not going to hurt everything if you want to put that down as a base color, right? And again, you're kind of touching the whole surface. I'm kind of keeping my marker like this. I'm not like scribbling like little marks like that, right? Where... getting it on here. There's a lot of kind of skipping because of the little fine areas here. I'm just trying to follow it and make sure we do a good job of covering that whole thing. And then I'll take some of the darker green and maybe put it on his little back side here. Maybe some of his little legs, I don't know. Just kind of bringing that in here and there. And maybe some of the purple. Just adding color here and there for no particular reason. You can do more than what I did. We'll see what happens. And then I'm going to take the black and go around his little eye in black, maybe a little bit on his mouth area here. And here and there, some little dots. Lisa always does that. It just helps break up the color. It looks really nice when you just add a few little dots here and there. And then I'm going to take this light brown branch. Oh, I think his little feet are on that branch. So what I'm going to do is go back in there and maybe color the feet areas a little bit darker. There we go. And the darker brown, just to add a little more color here. And if you want to do the little leaves, I can take some of that brown off and then add some of the dark green and the little leaves in the very tip. Okay, I think I got everything. So I'm going to put that glossy paper, I'm going to give it a little huff with my breath, because I like to do that. So normally on glossy paper, we don't have to double stamp it, but we'll see. Either way, I still use the precision press. Oh, that's so awesome. So the purple just ended up looking really dark, but at the same time I wondered, did I even use the purple sometimes? I say something and then I go to use it and I grab the wrong color. So pretty. So I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, clean this up. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is grab the appropriate dye. I don't know where to put this thing, hold on. And I'm going to run it through a piece of scrap paper because on this one, this is so swirly and small. Like I really want to make sure I'm getting it in the right spot. So I'm just going to grab a piece of scratch paper here. There's this piece of yellow paper that's really beat up. I think that'll be good. And I'm going to put a piece of tape here. So this is kind of making an aperture, or I think Lisa likes to call it a guiding window. Is my window open? I guess it is because I'm hearing dogs. All right, let's see here. So yes, again, make sure to get that 20% off coupon code in the description box if you're wanting to go ahead and place an order today with Local King. It expires today, August 31st. Cool. So, okay. So this guy, we're just going to get rid of this, but I guess you could use it for something else. I just needed him to show me my way here. And pop all this other stuff out. How funny. It came out like a little spiral too. Okay, I will be careful with his tail because I don't want it to get too messed up here. But what we're going to do now is pull this back, and I can look right through that and see exactly where everything is lined up. So the tail needs to be a little more this way, and right over here. So what Lisa also does when she does this is she also does a pencil line around this. So when she lays it back down, she has it from when she eyeballed it, also to make sure that the metal, because you can still move this a little bit, is in the right spot. So that's just another tip if you want to do a little more. I'm going to get some tape like here. I don't want it to move too much, and I want to put some tape here just so it's touching the paper. You see that? So it's not going to move too much. What I'm going to do is cut this down because I think this is going to be too big to go through my marquee. So I'm just going to cut this down. And this piece of paper that I'm cutting away, you can use for something else if you have something small, like a smaller, like a butterfly or some other things that Lisa has, and you want to keep using this glossy paper, you can use it on something else. Just trying to think if I'm going to do the embossing. He doesn't have a whole lot to emboss, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. But if I wanted to put a piece of foam back here, I could do that, and it would give me some detail, but there's not a lot on him that needs to be embossed, so I'm just going to run him through. Okay. And I'm just going to pop them out. Again, very carefully, because he has a lot of small pieces, or areas, should I say, like back here. And then I don't want his tail to curl up too much, so I'm going to be more careful when I pop that part out. So cute. So you see I'm being careful. I guess you could just pull it like I did with the yellow one, but you don't want to do that too much. That is so cute. You can't even leave his tail kind of boing, sticking out. Alright, let's put this. Look at that gorgeous thing. Oh, so cute. I guess if you want to do the tape method, you can also do that. If you're stamping on just regular paper that's not already shiny, you put your, you stamp it, put your packing tape, which is a really fun tip that Lisa gave many years ago, and then cut it out, and so then your item will be shiny and all that good stuff. Okay, let me grab some paper for backing and all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I could have cleaned up a little more here. I did trim this down a little bit smaller because I do want to mat it, so I'll talk about that in just a minute. So I'm going to use that. And just use my magic mushroom that has a little brown on here. I was just trying to see if it has a lot of green. Remember, whenever I use that Tim Holtz Distress Ink, the walnut stain, it has a really green background to it. Or undertone, should I say. So for this, if it caught on here, it wouldn't be the worst thing, because we have that green paper, but I don't really want it to. So I'm just dipping in the Sandstorm, same color. And I'm just going to go in here and do a little something like that. That's really nice. Just filling this in a little bit. Just taking a little bit of that stark color off. Okay. So, where's my little lid? It should be right in front of me somewhere. Yep, right here. Oh, you guys are getting hot. Okay. I have a standard A2 size base card here. Oh, I guess I'll use this one. 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So it's just a basic card, but you know, of course, we can always do some funky things with your card bases. And I think I'm going to use it landscape mode. We'll see what happens. Let's see. So we have this green piece of, I just have some green paper here, and this one is 1/8 of an inch smaller than the whole card, so it's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so it's working 1/8 just because I wanted that slim line around it, but you can do quarters if you want to just do 5 1/4 by 4, right? And use a wet glue if you're not good at matting, which I'm pretty much always doing it crooked, but with a wet glue you can kind of maneuver a little bit. Oh, that's much better. Check that out. Okay. I'm going to take this guy. I haven't really decided, like I said, if I was going to do it this way, put him here. This way, right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. And this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. But if you're going by quarters, you're going to have to do this one 3 3/4 by 5, if that's what you want to do. Wait, that might be funky. Hold on. Let me think. If I had said this one, yeah, if you're doing quarters, it's going to be, yeah. Okay. Now this guy, I'm just deciding, do I want to pop him up? Let's hold on to that for a second, because I'm going to bring back this and stamp the You Are Special. And I wasn't sure exactly how I want to stamp this one, so let me see. It's very thin, very small. I have more of that white paper here, so I'm just going to cut this down. I'm just going to tear it. You Are Special in that same brown? Or is it too light? Let me see. It's a little bit light, but it's actually kind of nice. So let me do it on this side because I didn't. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this, it might seem a little funky. I'm going to cut it up. You know how we do with like artsy cards? So I'm going to give it some room. I might have to stamp R by itself, because it's kind of close to the U. But let's give it some room. So we have R Special. Let's cut that. Yeah, so I'm going to stamp it one more time. I'm getting really close to the U part just so R has a little more room to breathe. Cute. Okay. And I'm not going to distress those at all. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And I want this R. Okay. So I'm just going to put some glue down to what I think the size of these guys are. Like there. U. This part doesn't matter. I'm just giving them some room. We're going to cut this up, so that's why I say it doesn't really matter. Here we go. All right. So I'm just giving it a little bit of green. I'm going to take each one of these and just go around and cut closer to the word. Like that, okay? I'll do it to each one of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this might be a little bit odd, but what I'm going to do is do a combination on him of glue that's going to hold it down better, like closer, and then some 3D glue. So I'm just going to bring this guy over. Pop some 3D glue behind this area. And then I'll take my tacky glue and just stick down his tail a little better. But again, you can leave it kind of in the air there. I think it's kind of cute. I'll put him here. And then hold this down. So I'm going to hold that down for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think that's good. And then our UR Special. Again, you can use whatever dimensional adhesives you like. I'm just going to... Oh, okay, that's not good. Let me put that here. Just kind of want to see what I want to do with that. So I'm going to flatten this out just a little bit because, like I said, the other day I was sending out a bunch of cards and the thickness of them made it so I had to like bump it up somewhere. Kind of like large letter, that's fine. But then some of them were like, okay, now it's a package because of the thickness. So we want the dimension, but I'm going to flatten out just a little bit. Now it's up to you if you want them to be like straight, you want them to be kind of fun and crooked. You know, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Do I like them like that? Let me see. Trying to see if I want to. That's better. I suppose if I'm going to make them kind of funky, just kind of get them all over the place. So there's a nice quick card. Really fun. Love the stamp set. I love her. You know, she does basically hand-drawn things. And these are her drawings. So it's really, really a special company there. All right, guys. So good luck. I'll have pictures for you guys. Links in the description box. Again, the 20% off the site ends today. So you want to check that out. Good luck, everyone. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.